Welcome to the Sharma show, everyone. Today on the show, I'm going to fully explain the Nirav Modi Punjab National Bank scandal, what it was all about, and who is to bear responsibility for this problem and what needs to be done. And I'm also going to try and expose some of the lies and some of the falsehoods that some people are propagating in the media, like The Wire, like a lot of media outlets on TV, and people like Dhruv Rathee. So a lot to unpack today, guys. My name is Sharma. Let's start the show. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Sharma show. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. All right, guys, again, if you're new to the show, if you're watching the show for the first time, and if you like today's episode, please make sure to press that subscribe button down there. And if you watched me before, if you've enjoyed the show before, and if you're not subscribed so far, please make sure to subscribe. All right, so the big news, this is something that people have been talking about everywhere in India. Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi, they have swindled Punjab National Bank of more than 11,000 crore rupees, which translated into dollar terms comes out to more than $1.8 billion. Just let that amount sink in for a second. So this whole fraud took place between 2011 and 2017. This began in 2011. So in 2011, Punjab National Bank took out a LOU, which is known as a letter of undertaking of 800 crores on behalf of Nirav Modi. Now, what is a letter of undertaking? A letter of undertaking is a guarantee that the domestic bank, in this case Punjab National Bank, gives to the foreign bank which Nirav Modi was borrowing from, that in case Nirav Modi fails to pay back and is not able to pay back, then Punjab National Bank guarantees that the money will be paid back by the bank. Now, this payment was said to be sanctioned by two employees that worked for the Punjab National Bank, and these two employees are actually indicted in the scam, that they were in on the scam with Nirav Modi. They sanctioned this via SWIFT. Now, SWIFT is the Society of Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. This is a way of messaging between different banks. And when one bank gets a SWIFT from another bank, that's when they release the money to the borrower. Now, what happened in this case is once the first payment defaulted by Nirav Modi, the bank would have filed a default on Mr. Modi. But what happened is because these two employees, they were in on the scam with Nirav Modi, they kept issuing more and more LOUs to offset the failed payments. So they kept issuing the LOUs, but they didn't make the relevant entries into the bank's core banking system. Now, the core banking system is a back-end software that daily updates the records, transactions, and accounts for a bank. So what happens in certain cases for some banks is the SWIFT system and the core banking system, they operate independently. And this is what happened in this case. The employees kept sending out SWIFTs and LOUs, but they never entered it into the bank's core banking system. So now what happens to the money? How do these banks get their money back? Well, because Punjab National Bank is the bank that issued the LOUs, Punjab National Bank will be the bank that will have to pay the money back. Now, this 11,000 crore is nearly 1/3 of Punjab National Bank's market value. So this is going to be a huge loss for the bank. Other ways that they're going to have to recoup the money is news has recently come out that the government has raided 17 premises of Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi, and they have seized items worth 5,100 crore rupees from these premises, and they're going to use these items to pay back some of the money. And this is a crazy thing because Punjab National Bank also says that they actually rotate managers and supervisors every few months, and these two employees that were in on the scam with Nirav Modi, they had been in the same position for a very long time, and that all of these new managers and supervisors that came, they still weren't able to find out any wrongdoing. And that is a huge failure of this banking system, of the supervisory system, and a big failure of the auditing system. And it raises huge questions on the quality of auditing that happens in these banking institutions. This is something that if you reconcile the SWIFT messages with the outstanding liabilities, this is something that could have easily, hopefully, be found. But it didn't happen. So the question is, who is to blame for this? People are saying, well, BJP is to blame, people are saying Congress is to blame, but I think the blame has to fall on both parties. Honestly, there's not enough evidence to suggest anything either way. So I think making that claim that one party is completely involved in this is dishonest, to say the least. And anybody who makes this claim to you is clearly lying. But this has not stopped people from making this claim. The whole left ecosystem, the whole Lutyens ecosystem, people on YouTube, Congress party, they've all jumped as soon as this news broke. They all jumped on the BJP and they're saying, well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is completely responsible for the scam. And they're saying, well, Narendra Modi was pretty much hand in glove with Nirav Modi in this scam, and they're using a picture of Narendra Modi and Nirav Modi in the same area in a picture at Davos at the World Economic Forum. Here's the picture where Nirav Modi is seen standing with Narendra Modi. And they're using this as definitive proof. Like, this is proof positive that Narendra Modi knew exactly what was going on and Narendra Modi allowed this to go on and that he is responsible for the scam. So this is essentially what some people are suggesting on YouTube. So if you listen to Mr. Vinod Dua from The Wire, this is what he's suggesting.
प्रधान सेवक नरेंद्र मोदी इस शख्स को, नीरव मोदी को, दावोस साथ ले गए थे और वहाँ पूरी ग्रुप फ़ोटो है, हम आपको भी दिखा रहे हैं ग्रुप फ़ोटो, उसमें नीरव मोदी भी उस ग्रुप फ़ोटो में है। तो ऐसे लोगों को ले जाने से पहले क्या कोई चेकिंग होती है, कोई फैक्ट चेक होता है, कोई बैकग्राउंड चेक किया जाता है कि कौन लोग प्रधान सेवक के साथ जा रहे हैं? इतना बहुत ही प्रेस्टीजियस किस्म का ये जो वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम है, इसमें जो लोग जा रहे हैं, इनके खिलाफ कोई केसेस तो नहीं है, इनके खिलाफ कोई और बात तो नहीं है, इनकी बैकग्राउंड क्या है, क्या ये कुछ चेक नहीं होता? या एक एक्सक्लूसिव क्लब बना रखा है इन लोगों ने अपना, प्रधान सेवक एंड कंपनी ने, कि जिसमें चुने हुए चुनिंदा उद्योगपति हैं, चुनिंदा बिजनेसमैन हैं.
And if you listen to Mr. Dhruv Rathee from his YouTube channel as well, he's a very big popular YouTube channel, this is essentially what he's suggesting.
प्रधानमंत्री जी पिछले महीने दावोस गए थे स्विट्जरलैंड में, वहां पे नीरव मोदी भी मौजूद थे. इनफैक्ट इन दोनों की साथ में एक पिक्चर भी खींची गई है, ये देखिए.
And here's the thing, that this is why you should try and wait for all information to come out before you start definitively pointing fingers at people. Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad came out and he clarified that Nirav Modi being there had absolutely nothing to do with Narendra Modi being there. Nirav Modi was there on his own accord and was not part of some entourage of Narendra Modi as people are suggesting. Also, there's a journalist, Aditya Raj Kaul, who also provided evidence that a partner organization of the World Economic Forum, which is the Schwab Foundation, the Schwab Foundation had one of Nirav Modi's companies as a partner, which is Firestone Diamonds. That is the reason that Nirav Modi was present in that meeting. There was no government role in inviting Nirav Modi to that conference. So the Congress and all these people, they completely jumped the gun in completely associating Nirav Modi's presence at Davos with Narendra Modi. So if you want to make those silly connections and those silly arguments as well, you can also say that, well, Rahul Gandhi back in 2013, there was a select party that was hosted by Nirav Modi and Rahul Gandhi went and attended that party, which means Rahul Gandhi was hand in glove working together with Nirav Modi to conduct this scam. If we're making those silly reaches, if we're making those reaches without enough evidence, then we can make this reach as well. Another allegation that they're making is this whistleblower called Hari Prasad, who had written a letter to the PMO and the PMO completely turned a blind eye and they didn't do anything about it. And if you actually look at what Hari Prasad wrote, and the Op India has actually done some pretty good work on kind of unmasking this whole thing and kind of exposing this whole thing for what it was. They write that the letters that Hari Prasad wrote to the PMO make no mention of Nirav Modi, make no mention of Punjab National Bank, make no mention of letters of undertaking, which is what this scam is actually about. The letters by Hari Prasad instead speak of how franchisees have been allegedly duped by Choksy and how his companies have huge loans as compared to fixed assets. The current PNB Nirav Modi scam has nothing to do with franchisees. Neither does it have anything to do with huge loans on the balance sheet of any company, since the current scam deals with off-balance sheet items. In fact, the current scam went undetected for too long because letters of undertaking were not fund-based credit facilities and were off the balance sheet of both Punjab National Bank and the accused companies. So again, the Hari Prasad whistleblowing was not exactly related to this scam. And yes, should the Modi government have acted? Should the government have reacted faster? Yes, it probably should have. So, there is some blame to be given there, but this was not in relation to this current scam that everybody and that we are concerned with. Also, if we're talking about this arbitrary blame, then we can also talk about how in 2013 under the UPA regime, there was a whistleblower called Dinesh Dubey who was talking about this issue when Rajiv Thakru, who was a finance secretary in the UPA government, actually tried to bury this issue. And there's also allegations that P. Chidambaram actually signed Dinesh Dube's termination letter. If we're putting the blame on the BJP, then we can very easily put the blame on Congress as well, because it happened under their noses too. So I think it's very, very unfair. What people are trying to do is link the Prime Minister Modi with this scam completely. I think that is very unfair. I think there is absolutely no evidence available so far of that. And in India, we do not pronounce judgments till evidence is not available. But unfortunately, that's what happens in the media these days. And that's something we really have to protect against. And that's something that we really have to call out. And I want to put this question out to you as well. What do you think of these organizations and of these YouTube channels and of these media companies coming to pronounce judgment before even all the information is available? Do you think this is right? Do you think this is wrong? Do you think that this is BJP government's fault? Do you think that this is Congress government's fault? Please let me know your opinions in the comment sections below, because I'd love to hear them. And again, guys, I have to thank Op India for the research that they've done that I've used quite prominently in this video. So shout out to Op India right there. And again, thank you very much for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to spread the truth. Please make sure to share this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and tell as many people as you can to come and watch this video so we can help spread the truth. Again, guys, thanks very much for watching today's show. My name is Sham Sharma. I will see you again on Wednesday. Make sure to follow me right here. And until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.